Located on the Green in downtown Waterbury, the Mattatuck Museum is an art and regional history museum. The museum uses history collections to tell the stories of Waterbury and local communities. They also present more than 12 changing exhibitions every year. The Mattatuck is also home to a button gallery displaying 10,000 miniatures works of art collected from around the globe. On this episode of the Municipal Voice, we speak with Jason Foberg, the Mattatuck's Director of Education. Jason, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me today, Matt.
So you're coming to us from the Mattatuck Museum, which, first of all, for those that don't know about the Mattatuck, what is it?
Yeah, so the Mattatuck Museum was founded as the Mattatuck Historical Society in 1877. So next year we're going to be 150 years old, which is really exciting. We started off as a historical society, and then we have transitioned into an art and history museum since the middle part of the last century. And so we have primarily American and New England-based artists.
Mm-hmm.
But now we have started to expand our collection so that we have more diversity in our collection.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of art. And for history, we've got over 15,000 buttons from the Waterbury Button Company.
The Waterbury Button Museum, I have seen it. It is quite a spectacle.
Yes, it is. It is amazing. We have people come from all over. Bus trips from New Jersey come and see that part of the museum.
Yeah.
So, and then in our history exhibit, we have all kinds of factory machinery, and it kind of tells the story of the rise of industry in Waterbury, and then it has not fallen completely. We do still have a lot of manufacturing here in the city that we're very proud of. But you can see all of the different things that were made here in Waterbury.
So
Waterbury.
The museum is in Waterbury. It's called the Mattatuck after, I'm guessing, a local tribe. Is that where the name comes from, or did that area used to be called Mattatuck?
It's named Mattatuck Museum. Mattatuck is the land on which this place was built, is what it translates from the indigenous tribes that frequented this. Yeah.
Because it's a cool. It's obviously honoring that name, but it's not like the Waterbury Museum of Art would explain a little bit more. Maybe what you guys do there. But you do combine the history and the art. Is that uncommon with museums, or do you know some others in the area that do similar sort of things?
I think we are pretty unique in the area for combining. For not being a historic home, combining the history and the art, because there are a lot of historic homes that also have art featured in them.
The old rich person's house, and it's got old art in it, but it's not a art museum per se.
So we're pretty unique in our dual mission, but it's something that we're very proud of, because it allows people who are interested in art to come and learn about the Mattatuck, or the history of the Waterbury and the Naugatuck Valley. And then in people who are interested in Waterbury history, we have a lot of people like that that are very proud of their Waterbury heritage. They come, and then they're also exposed to art as well. So it's a good mix. It's also great because
with the industrial side, like, does that touch on some of like the Naugatuck River Valley's like watch and clock industry? Like, that's part of it?
So so that's part of it. So we have like the Mickey Mouse watch, all types of different clocks.
Because the Waterbury Clock Company eventually becomes Timex, right?
Timex, correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of people know Timex is out of Waterbury. Like, that's,
Yeah. It's Waterbury is a very cool and unique place. It's very special. It has a lot of great history, and it was a really important place. It is a really important place in the United States.
I recently attended a show at the I believe it's the Palace Theater.
Yes.
And was
that your first time?
Gorgeous. Yeah, it's huge.
Oh my gosh.
It's a massive, big, gorgeous old theater. I can recommend anyone that wants to see something there. So you said obviously you got the history stuff, but you also have the art stuff. Now, is it a static collection? Do you have things that like visiting stuff? What happens there?
So we have on our second floor, we have a two rotating gallery spaces, and we have our permanent collection gallery, or the Mattatuck Collection Gallery. Now, the
Okay.
Mattatuck Collection Gallery isn't a permanent collection gallery because it does change, because we have a lot of things that are in storage that
So
we don't.
it's you have a
So it
permanent
rotates
collection, but
through.
you can't see it all at once. So it's
Correct.
whatever's for a while, then you put that stuff away, take out other stuff.
Yes. So it has a lot of our highlights in our collection. It
Hmm.
has our new acquisitions, um, but then it also rotates through. And then currently, in one of our, or in two, filling two of our gallery spaces is About Face, 250 Years of American Portraits,
Hmm.
which is primarily from our collection. But then
Okay.
we do have some pieces that we did get loans from.
Hmm.
Um, and then we have a really cool show called Psychedelic Splendor, concert art of AJ Maste and Helen Kennedy. So they are
Okay.
two concert poster printmakers,
Okay.
uh, and they do the posters for like Billy Strings, the Grateful Dead.
Okay.
So they're in another gallery, and there's I want to say there's 30-ish posters. It's really
Now, are
cool.
these the posters, or are some of these like the actual things that like the paintings or the drawings that they did?
Yeah, so these are actual printed posters. So they're like block prints,
Oh, okay.
that they carve out and then they
Mhm.
print them. And
Are some of
Helen
these
also does
older?
some
Are
visual.
this have they been doing it for a while? Like some of these from like the Grateful Dead in the '60s coming forward, or is this contemporary stuff?
So most of their stuff is contemporary. AJ's been doing it for a while now, and Helen has
Hmm.
also been doing it for a while, but a little bit less than how long AJ's been doing it for.
But I imagine they're
Uh,
both following kind of a tradition that someone
But
taught them.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. And so the intricacies of these posters, all of the
Hmm.
little hidden symbols that they have in them are really cool. And they actually collaborated and made one for the museum that we put in our collection.
Oh, that's
That's
cool.
really cool. Yeah, because it has like little buttons. It has the clock tower from Waterbury.
So it really
Um,
incorporates some of the local history.
Exactly. And so all of their posters, like for example, one of the posters was for a show in Boston, and it's
Hmm.
basically the Grateful Dead bear on a like dressed as Paul Revere riding through the streets of Boston.
Yeah.
And they have one at Fenway Park and Yankee Stadium.
Echoing a lot in a lot of ways the way they would have one for the different shows all around too for the rock
Exactly.
show. Like it's yeah,
Exactly.
coming to your
Exactly.
town sort of thing.
Yep.
With the portrait show, you said it's 250 years of portraiture. Um, is it a bunch of 250-year-old portraits, or is it stuff from all the way to now?
All the way to now. So it's talking about identity, citizenship, and belonging. And I believe we do have I think, I want to say the newest piece in the show is from 2024.
Okay,
So it does a good job of hitting the bandwidth of all the different.
so it's really kind of charting the growth of portraiture, but also kind of how society looks at it as it does it. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. And we have a really fun interactive photo booth that you can go into and kind of pose for your own portrait. And then we you get to add that to a scrapbook that we have next to it. So that's been a really
So
popular
you'll be a
part.
part of it forever.
Exactly.
Well, that's
Exactly.
cool.
Yeah.
Now, Jason, one of the reasons we had you on at this time was because I saw that you have an upcoming event, the Family Day, I believe it is, right?
Yes. So this
Celebrate
Saturday.
America. There it is. I found the thing. Celebrate America.
Yeah. So this Saturday, from 1 to
The
5 p.m.,
the
uh,
15th.
the 15th, yep.
Yep.
We have our Family Fun Day, Celebrate America. So this is kind of our 250th anniversary of America celebration day.
Tied in
Um,
with sort of the exhibit too. You have the 250
exactly.
portraits, and I know a lot of towns are doing stuff, so it's a yeah, it
Yeah.
all ties in.
Um, yeah. So Family Fun Days in general, if I could talk about those first and how they
Okay,
came
so
about.
is this an ongoing series that you do?
So Family Fun Days happen about 5 times a year. We
Okay.
have one during the summer. We do a Halloween in October. We do a Winter Wonderland in December, and we do a springtime fun in the spring.
Okay.
And then we kind of do one in June, July timeframe as well. And
Okay.
they're all themed to different things. And this one is themed to the 250 About Face
Okay.
250 years.
But
Um,
not every summer is like the same Fourth of July theme. It changes year to year.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes we do like a back to school bash one. Um, and so when I came to the museum, one of the things, not having an art background, one of the things was like, what are some of the barriers that people are experiencing
Mm.
that they're attending this amazing institution, um, and their programs? And so what we did was we created a free day
Mhm.
where families and other community members are able to come and enjoy the museum for free. And
Okay.
we will do an art activity. Well, we'll do two art activities, one messy art activity,
Mhm.
a kind of non-messy art activity that we can do in another space, our studio space. We'll do a scavenger hunt throughout the galleries,
Okay.
and we'll do some sort of performance, and then a story time. So
Okay. And all
it's
free for families.
all
And
free for
it's
families.
not
Uh,
just residents of Waterbury, for anyone that wants to
nope.
come.
It's
Okay.
for anyone that wants to come.
Great.
And the idea is that when you go to a lot of these places, they have a kids section, right? Or they have a
Hmm.
family section, and then the family activity is all the way in the back somewhere.
Hmm.
And so what we wanted to do is we wanted to make it feel like the entire museum was theirs to experience. So that's
Okay.
why we have the two art activities, but then we're doing the storytelling in the galleries, we're doing
Mhm.
the scavenger hunt in the galleries.
Now, the
So
scavenger hunt, are they looking for art or is it actual things they're trying to, like, items they're trying to find?
so it's evolved a little bit over the last 4 years or so.
Yeah.
This one that's coming up, it's in our history gallery, and what the scavenger hunt this time is we're doing presidential pets. So basically, you
Okay.
get a sheet with the faces of different presidents on it, and you
Hmm.
have to go into the gallery and you have to match the president to their pet. So, for
Okay.
example, John Quincy Adams, he had an alligator that he had in the White House bathtub for a few months. Woodrow Wilson had sheep on the White House lawn during World War One.
Wow.
And then even George Washington had a donkey that was gifted from the King of Spain, named the Royal Gift, which is kind of fun because not only did he love that donkey, but it also started the American Mule breed, essentially.
Hmm.
Um, it's one of the first donkeys in the United States. Yeah.
So he
So,
was an
so
extra special donkey.
exactly. So yeah, so they match all of those, and when they finish, they get a prize.
Okay.
We have some America 250 theme prizes, but then we also have fun like squishies and things like that kids like.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
adults
I
really
was
like it
actually
too.
trying to actually find objects in the museum, and I'm seeing kids running all over. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you need like
So
bumper rails, like for bowling, but for keep the kids away from the art.
yeah, but we have a lot of staff support that day,
Hmm.
make people feel comfortable, because we don't want people to have that experience of no, don't touch the art. Oh, you're too close to the art, right? We want to kind of
Hmm.
be guiding them through these experiences so that they have a great time. And then one of our other art activities that we're going to be doing on
Hmm.
Saturday is we're going to be doing scrapbooking.
Okay.
So you'll be able to bring photos or print photos here, and we'll teach you how to do a two-page layout. So
Okay.
kind of learn how to archive, just like the museum has an archive here. Um, Kind of teaching folks that. And that's always really fun and popular. And then we're going to be doing in our classroom, which is our messy spot,
Hmm.
we're going to be doing people's handprints, and they can either make like a flag, um, using their handprints and paint, or we have the option to create like a firework painting, that they'll be able to take home with them, when it's dry, on their way out. So those are the two activities. And then
Hmm.
2 and 3 p.m., we're having 30-minute performances by the Mattatuck Drum Band,
Okay.
which is they're the oldest continually membered fife and drum corps in the United States. They were founded in 1767 in Farmington.
Huh.
Um, but they have a
So do
really
they
cool
go to
name.
the ancient muster down in Deep River?
I'm sure they go all over. They actually
It's
help.
the largest drum and fife muster in the world.
Oh, well, I have very little doubt that they were not there. Um, but they were great. They came and played for Waterbury's 250 kickoff that we had on a rooftop
Hmm.
terrace, in May. But they'll be back to do 30-minute sets. So we're really excited. Because again, we want something for everybody. So there's things for adults to do. There's things for kids to do. So whether or not you have kids, you're more than welcome to come. The museum's free that day. You just wander through the galleries and see like an art and history museum come alive with full of people. It's a really cool and unique experience. It's really
Great.
nice.
You are listening to the Municipal Voice on WNHH 103.5 FM. So I was checking out the web page, and we probably let everyone know the information about the event is on the Mattatuck's website, which is mattmuseum.org, which I can
Correct.
remember
Yeah.
because I am Matt, M-A-T-T. And I was checking out the page specifically about this one, and there is a button that says something about registering here. Is there something that people
Yeah.
should register for?
So we highly recommend registering just so we have a general idea about how many folks are gonna come this day, because sometimes it's 200, sometimes it's 600 people. So it's nice to
Okay.
have kind of an idea. But if you don't register, don't hesitate to come on by and
Come on, just the
thanks
registered
from
people would get in first if somehow you had beyond capacity or something.
yeah.
Okay, but
But
that
yeah,
hasn't happened yet.
it has not happened. We've had over 600 people
Oh, that's a good
because it
crowd.
because
Yeah.
because it's it's spread out through the day. So
Hmm.
we do have some people that spend 4 hours with us, but there's other people that spend an hour and a half, 2 hours. So
So the whole event is 1 to
it's
5 or so.
4:45, and then but the museum closed at 5.
Okay, that makes
Um,
sense.
yeah. But all the activities are going on all throughout the day. The only thing that's timed on Saturday are the two performances at 2 and 3, and we kind of spread them out
Yeah,
a little bit. We let people get here, and then there's another one closer to the end of the day as well.
awesome. Is there just out of curiosity, is there like any kind of food around, or is that why it's kind of in between lunch and dinner, or what's
Yeah,
going on there?
so the museum we do have a cafe, Sweet
Okay.
Bella's, run by a local family. Great food, great lunch options. So you can have lunch before, you can have lunch during. Um, and there are also a bunch of great restaurants right within walking distance, as well,
So
from
someone
the
could make
museum.
a
The museum's
full
right on the
afternoon out of
historic.
it in Waterbury if they wanted to.
Exactly. And I highly recommend people take a chance and come down to experience Waterbury if you haven't come. I grew up in East Hampton, never stepped foot in Waterbury until my
Hmm.
very first day working here. And so it's a great place. We're right on the historic green. It's a beautiful downtown. We have
Hmm.
our own parking lot right behind the museum.
So people don't need
Uh,
to worry about
we
parking
don't
on the
need to
street or getting
park
towed
on
or
the
tickets or
street.
anything like that. Okay.
Exactly. Um,
Well, that's cool. Now you mentioned a little while ago that you don't come from this background in art history. What is your background, and how did you come to work at the museum?
Yeah, so I got my undergrad degree at UConn,
Hmm.
a history degree, focused on human rights and education. So I've
Okay.
always been like in education. Both my father worked for the State Department of Education. My mom was a special education teacher. So I grew up all around education. Um, Wanted to be a teacher, decided, I think I want to do informal ed instead.
Hmm.
I did a 1 year grad program at the University of Hawaii at Manoa.
Okay.
Um, and there I had to get an internship. Got an internship in the science education department at the Bishop Museum
Okay.
with a science background. But
Hmm.
that's a history and culture center as well. And then they hired me right out of my internship, and I was there for 7 years, worked as an educator. Then I was the youth programs coordinator. And then I finished as the manager of visitor experience there.
And then he said,
Um,
"I'm enough of these palm trees and beautiful beaches. I need to get back to Connecticut winters."
Yes.
Okay.
I needed to get back to snow. I really love snow. I love the
Yeah.
seasons. And this awesome opportunity came, and I have a really great track record of programmatic experience and building
Hmm.
programs at the camp out in Hawaii, and some really cool programs. And so the executive director here, Bob, he took a chance on me with no art background, but really, I came to build the programs up. We have a really robust after school program here. We go to Waterbury, we serve Waterbury Public Schools, Danbury Public Schools, Southington, Bristol, Bridgeport, Ansonia.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get the Mattatuck Museum name out because a lot of people also, they call us the hidden gem of Waterbury, but our marketing director, our deputy director doesn't like that because she's like, we're not hidden, we're right here. Um, and so, yeah, we've just been trying to get our name out there and have
Mhm.
people help showcase this great city that we're a part
Yeah.
of.
You talk about all the surrounding like schools and helping out with the public education. What do you think is the importance of institutions, museums like the Mattatuck to like the local communities, the towns around it?
Oh, I think that it is a very important community center. I think that's one of the cool things about the Mattatuck Museum is because we have this dual mission, because we serve all these school districts. Um, we're giving people the opportunity to come here and connect with each other, whether it's through the art, through the history, whether it's just having a business meeting in the cafe space, hosting English literacy classes in our studio, renting, having a wedding here.
Hmm.
Um, really trying to broaden the idea of a museum as more of a community center where, because I think, part of the hard thing with art museums is like if you grew up not feeling like you were welcome at an art museum, there's
Hmm.
a pretty low likelihood that you're going to bring your family or even by yourself come through the doors. But if you see that all of these other things can happen and all these other conversations can
Hmm.
happen, but at the same time, then you're wandering through a gallery just to see what it
Yeah.
is,
So
it
if
just
they have it in their mind that it's the stuffy place with the people who will shush you and you can only sit and look like
exactly that is
there's
not
other
us
things
here.
going on. Yeah.
Yep, and that's not us here, and that's what we're trying to help inspire other institutions to do the same. Um, but yeah, I think for us, culture and history, we see every third, fourth, and fifth grade student in the city of Waterbury.
Hmm.
You know, they are getting the hands-on experience. There's things that they can touch here. There's things that they can, connections they can make.
Hmm.
We just finished up 6 weeks of summer camp, and we had two kids who came for 3 of the weeks. Their grandfather actually invented one of the machines that's in our
Oh, that's cool.
history. And not only that, but it's the one where you can push the button, hold it down, and actually see it work.
So that is
Um,
cool.
so
Did they know that
it,
already, or was that a
yeah,
surprise?
they knew what they found out the first time they came, which was over April vacation. They read the label and saw their grandfather's name, and then they
And
went
they're
home and
like,
told their
hey,
parents. They were like, "It is your grandfather. This is the machine," and
that's what he
it's
did.
still there.
That's
So it's
wild.
like building those connections so that they have those memories, so that they're lifelong museum goers. I think that's also the critical part about engaging school children and school age uh, children is creating that first step so that you have such an amazing experience that you don't think that it's a stuffy art museum, that
Yeah.
when you're uh, a young adult you want to come back with your friends and show them Yayoi Kusama's pumpkins,
Yeah.
and then you come back when you're older and you want to go on a van trip with us to the Met. So
Oh,
there's
so there's like field trip things that are based out of the
Oh yeah.
museum there?
So
That's cool.
yep. So we do van trips all around Boston, all around Connecticut, New England, New York. We do we even do like a lecture-based series at a local brewery.
Mm.
So we're also really big on bringing in community partners and showcasing other things that Connecticut and New England have to offer,
Yeah.
not just here at the museum, but we're the ones helping.
Yeah. And do some of those places send people your way too?
Yes, yeah, we do. We do have some cross collaboration, um, but even if we don't end up having that cross collaboration, I think
Yeah.
it's really for us to be the leader in doing that and sharing and
Yeah.
exposing people to those things.
So you have this event coming up, the free event this coming Saturday, August 15th from 1 to 5 p.m. The Family Day Celebrate America for 250. But I'm assuming this isn't, the last event you're going to have. What events do you have coming up that you're excited about that, are going to be cool?
Yeah, so we're really excited. On August 21st and August 22nd, our executive director and our deputy director will be hiking 26.2 miles to as a fundraiser for the museum. But on the
Hmm.
22nd, we're going to be having a family-friendly 5K,
Okay.
which we're really excited for. And then also we have, if people are interested in becoming a docent here at the Mattatuck Museum,
What's a
on
docent?
a docent is a volunteer who helps give school tours, group
Okay.
tours. They also go out and we do something called Mat on the Goes, which are lecture-based series or art project-based, where we go to senior centers, rehab centers, assisted living, libraries, preschools, and we do either lectures or art programs.
So a
Um,
docent is a volunteer helper that could help on a couple of different ways, it sounds like, depending on
Correct.
maybe their interests or skill set.
Exactly. If you love
Okay.
working with adults, we got plenty of adult programs that you can help us with. And if you love working with kids, we've got over 3,000 kids that come through our doors every school year, that we're always looking for help to give tours. So that's 10 a.m. to 11:30 on the 19th this month.
Hmm.
Um, we also started this summer, we started history hikes where we go on a local hike. So we're going to the Whittemore Sanctuary at 10 a.m. on Monday, the 24th,
Hmm.
where we hike and then we talk a little bit about the history of the place. Um, we have
Anything
chess.
spooky? Do you have anything spooky for Halloween or anything like that? Like, do you do themes?
So we have our next family fun day after this
Oh, okay.
one is actually on Halloween this year.
Okay.
That's also really fun. And we have a lunch and learn on October 14th,
Hmm.
from 12 to 1 p.m., where it's called Noises in the Night, Connecticut Cryptids. So a little bit
Ooh.
spooky there.
Some local monster stories or whatever.
Exactly.
That's cool.
Exactly. So highly recommend coming in and checking that out. So yeah, and the last Thursday of every month, we do a Memories at the Mat program,
Okay.
which is for people who have Alzheimer's or dementia.
Hmm.
They can come to the museum with their caregivers, and they'll get a tour of they'll get a tour of an exhibition, and then they'll do an art project.
Hmm.
We did this partnership with the Alzheimer's Association, and now the museum has taken um, over the running of the program itself. The Alzheimer's Association still supports us by sending people our way. But if
Hmm.
people know anyone, every last Thursday at 11:30. But yeah, so we have a lot going on, lots of different programs. So there's something for everybody. We even have a Food for Life program that happens some one Sunday a month, where you
Hmm.
can learn about food and how you can eat better, live better. And then we do
So it's
chess lessons every Saturday,
every single
as
Saturday.
every single Saturday. Um,
So if
so
someone wanted to learn about some of these things, they should go to the website, right?
yes, mattmuseum.org, and then go hit our calendar. Um, and you'll see we're very busy here, but we're very proud
Is there
to be
probably like a
serving.
mailing list they could sign up for if they wanted to, or something like
Yep,
that?
yep, I believe
Excellent.
that's right at the bottom. Yeah.
Well, Jason, thanks for so much for talking with us today about this. It sounds like you got your hands full from now until forever, but good luck and keep up the good work.
Thank you so much for having me on, Matt. I really appreciate it.
All right. Bye-bye. The Municipal Voice is the Connecticut Conference of Municipalities podcast in collaboration with WNHH LP 103.5 FM. I'm your host, Matt Ford. As always, be sure to give us a like and let us know what you're thinking in the comments. CCM's Municipal Voice podcast continues to present a key forum on important state and local issues. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect the consensus views of CCM or a member of municipal leaders.